All right, how is everyone doing here today? Welcome back to another video. And today, what I have for everyone is my full review of the FIO MOTUS FM20 truly wireless Bluetooth headphones. So I've been using these headphones for a good amount of time, and I feel like I've gathered all my thoughts and opinions on them, and that's what I'm getting ready to share and talk about with everyone in today's full review. So hopefully by the end of this video, you guys and gals know if these headphones are worth picking up. But without further ado, let's dive into today's video. All right. So the first thing I want to talk about with these headphones is the overall build quality and design. Now, build quality wise, these headphones are built all out of plastic. They have a plastic body, they have plastic buttons, and it's different varieties of plastic. So we have matte plastic here around the ear cups. We have glossy suede plastic here on the outer part of the ear cups. Then we have like glossy plastic buttons here, which are super clicky and tactile, but you can clearly feel that they're plastic. And then even the inner housing, this is a plastic inner housing with like a gloss aluminum frame around it. So it looks like it's metal, but it's really plastic in here with thin metal strip around the outside. So that's actually also plastic, right? But all in all, even though the build on these headphones is primarily plastic, the overall build quality, in my opinion, is top notch, okay? Because that all plastic construction does a few things. It does make the headphones very lightweight and comfortable for extended listening sessions, but it also has the added benefit of making the headphones very durable for accidental drops, okay? And we're going to talk about the durability a little bit later on in the video. But in my opinion, the overall build quality of these headphones is top notch. Now, jumping over to the design category. Now, these are your typical swiveling ear cup style wireless headphones. And you can pretty much see it's very run-of-the-mill. But this is a very, very nice design. So overall, in terms of the design, in my opinion, I would have to say it's really good. Now, why do I say that? Because I'm not really a fan of swiveling ear cups. I really like it when the headphones just stay, okay? I don't like it when they fold. I don't like it when they swivel. I just like it when they stay how they are, and you have to like put them in a carrying bag or a carrying case. But these swivel, they don't fold, so because if they folded, that design would go from really good down to good. But the air cup swivel, okay? And that's why, for me, the design category gets a really good and not a top notch. Now, some of you guys and gals may like the fact that they swivel, because you might like that DJ style where you have one ear cup on and the other one swiveled so you can hear your surroundings. Some of y'all may like that. I'm not a fan of that. Some of y'all might also not be a fan of the fact that they don't fold. Some of y'all might be okay with the folding style headphones. I'm not a fan of that, okay? But to each his own. But in my opinion, the overall design of these headphones is really good. I had to take off a point because they have the swiveling ear cups, okay? It is what it is, okay? But on the whole, when we talk about the build quality and design on the whole, I'll have to say it's really good overall, okay? Now, let's keep it moving. Up next now, let's run through all of the core features of these headphones, right? And core feature number one is the fact that these headphones right here, for the price, are packing in the latest and greatest Bluetooth 5.3, okay? Now, they do still have the old standard range of 10 meters or 33 feet, but you do have some future proofing with the more modernized Bluetooth technology on here. Okay, so that's core feature number one. Core feature number two, and say it with me, y'all. These headphones do incorporate USB Type-C. All right. Not only do you have charging USB Type-C, but you have audio input USB Type-C as well. So say it with me, y'all. One cable to rule them all, USB Type-C, all the things. And if we go over to the other headphone, you can see they also have a dedicated 3.5 millimeter jack. And this is awesome. And they also send the headphones with a gold-plated DAC. So that means that you will get top-notch sound quality if you want to plug in via the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. And I have to say, that does sound really good. Really good indeed. And another thing that I have to point out is you can use the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack with the headphones being powered off or out of battery. So that's another cool feature, because some headphones, you need to have some power on the headphones to use the jack. These ones, you don't need to have them powered. They don't need to be turned on. You can use the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack and save some battery if you would like. Or if you forget to charge the headphones and they so happen to be dead, you can still plug in via the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack and it will work no problem. Okay? One thing you have to keep in mind though is with the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack plugged in, it does override the Bluetooth support. So when the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack is plugged in, it's going to take precedence over the Bluetooth connectivity. Okay, just wanted to point that out so everyone knows. But that's core feature number 2 and 3. Okay, so they do have USB Type-C. They do have the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Okay, and also, and this one is sweet, even though I don't really see a point where you would ever use it, but it's really nice to see that this feature is baked in here. This pair of headphones does support quick charging. All right, so in 10 minutes of charge, you can get 12 hours of overall usage. But if I'm being 100% honest with y'all, the battery life on these is like phenomenal, crazy good. You're probably going to have a rough time killing these. Okay, I'm going to expand on that a little bit later on. But if they do just so happen to die, 10 minutes will give you 12 hours of usage. Okay, unfortunately, I wasn't able to test that because it took me forever to kill these, all right? For reference, I've had these almost 3 weeks, and I've only charged them 3 times. That should tell you how good the battery life is. Almost 3 weeks, about 2.5 weeks, and I've only charged these headphones 3 times, okay? Crazy. But they do have quick charging built in, so 10 minutes of charge will give you 12 hours of usage. All right? These headphones do also have built-in microphones. All right? So you can see one mic output is right there. Another mic output is right here. And then you have a mic vent right there. And it's the same on both sides. So these do have built-in microphones on the headphones, and spoiler alert, I'm going to expand on it a little bit later on. The microphone performance on these headphones is top notch. Now, I did a separate dedicated microphone performance video, but testing these in the real world, it is top notch, but I'm going to expand on that a little bit later on. But these headphones do have built-in microphones so you can make and receive phone calls or dictate to your devices via your voice assistants, no problems. Okay, so that's core feature number 5. I'm losing count of the core features at this point. So somebody keep track for me because I'm just going to run it down. Okay, up next, I already talked about that one. Up next, these headphones do support 3D spatial audio. Okay, now they couldn't say like spatial audio because, you know, that might be trademarked by Apple. So they called theirs 3D spatial audio. It is what it is. That just means you have really good surround sound, and I can vouch for that. The surround sound or spatial audio effect is actually top notch. Top notch indeed. It's good stuff. All right. Up next, they do have active noise cancellation built in, okay, as well as a transparency mode built in. So you can use these in transparency mode and still be able to hear your surroundings. And you can block out all of your surroundings if you would like with the active noise cancellation mode. Now, They do also have an adaptive active noise cancellation mode, but I could not get that to work for the life of me. It kept spitting out an error code every time I tried to activate it, but technically it is supposed to be there, okay? And then they do also have a dedicated gaming mode that they also call a theater mode. So it's a gaming mode / theater mode built into the headphones. All right. And then last but certainly not least, when we talk about core features, you do have a dedicated companion application that you can download on your Apple App Store or your Google Play Store. We're going to do a full dedicated app walkthrough later on in the video, so you guys and gals will get to know everything that you need to know in terms of the companion application and the Bluetooth earbud button controls. All right, but that runs down all of the core features for these headphones. And I gotta say, FIO MOTUS, and I know I'm butchering that name, but I can't, okay? You guys did a great job with the core features that y'all packed into here, okay? Good stuff indeed. Again, especially when we talk about the price that these are available for. I was not expecting so many features for the price of these headphones. So really good stuff there, really good stuff indeed. Okay, so that goes over the core features. Now let's move on and dive into the next category. Okay, let's go. All right, so up next, the next thing I want to talk about with everyone is the overall sound quality, the volume, and the bass on these. Okay, now I've done a separate dedicated fitting / sound demo video, and I'm just going to reiterate my thoughts from that video. So if you want to know my live reaction of how I feel about the sound quality, the bass, and the volume of these headphones, check that video out. If you want to get an idea of how the headphones sound, check that video out. If you want to get an idea of how the fit of the headphones is, check that video out, okay? I'm just reiterating my thoughts and opinions from that video. But in terms of the overall sound quality, I have to say it is top notch. There's little to no distortion on the low or the high ends of the volume spectrum with these headphones. In terms of the volume, I'd have to say the volume on these is top notch as well. I could easily drown out my surroundings with whatever I was doing with the headphones, whether that was streaming music or videos, or taking phone calls, or dictating emails and text messages. No problems, okay? So the overall volume on here is top notch. And then talking about the overall all important bass, the bass on these is really good. Now, it's not quite top notch. I feel like it's missing a little bit of grit and a little bit of punch on the high end, but overall it is really good. So talking about the sound quality, the volume, and the bass on the whole, it is really good across all three categories. All the categories take a bump down because one of them took a bump down. So across the board, when we talk about the sound quality, the volume, and the bass, it's really good for these headphones. All right. Up next now, let's talk about my experiences and how I feel about the overall microphone performance, or i.e. the mic quality. And as I alluded to earlier, the mic quality of these headphones is top notch, okay? I dictated a bunch of text messages. I dictated a bunch of emails. I took a bunch of phone calls. I took a bunch of video calls. Didn't have any issues, okay? And in particular, when we talk about the phone calls and the video calls, callers said I sounded very nice, crisp, and clear, as if I was using the receiver on my devices, okay? I couldn't really hide it from them because, you know, especially on a video call, you're going to see big old headphones on my head. So I couldn't really hide it and be like, oh, this is me testing out some headphones. How do I sound? As soon as I answered the video call, it was like, oh, you testing some headphones. I'm like, yep, you already know. How do I sound? Overall, though, the mic quality or mic performance of these headphones is top notch. Top notch indeed. Okay? Moving on now, okay? Let's now go over another important category, let's go over the overall steps to pair these headphones, okay? And these steps will work pretty much across any device that you have. So whether you have an Android device, these steps are going to work. Whether you have an iOS device, these steps are going to work. Whether you have a Windows PC, which is up there on my desk, y'all can't see it, these steps are going to work. Whether you have a iOS laptop or PC, these steps are going to work. Whether you have an Android tablet or iOS tablet, these steps are going to work. These steps are basically universal. It just looks a little bit different depending on the OS or operating system that your particular device is running. But you follow along with these steps and you should be good to go. Okay? Now, another cool thing that I forgot to point out because it wasn't in the manufacturer's notes, but these headphones also do give you the ability to pair up two devices and use two devices with this one pair of headphones simultaneously across the two. Okay? And I did test that and it worked almost flawlessly. I'm going to point out what happened in a second here. I just want to take y'all through the pairing steps, right? So first things first, let me put the headphones to the side real quick. And let's prep our devices, okay? So on your iOS device, let's wake it up. Let me unlock it with my face unlock, okay? Then you want to swipe down on the right to bring up your quick toggles or action center. Then you want to tap on your Bluetooth quick toggle once to turn it on. Press and hold to go into the Bluetooth subsettings menu. Press and hold again to go deeper into the Bluetooth subsettings menu. And then tap on Bluetooth settings to go to the main Bluetooth subsettings. Okay, this will also make it so your iOS device will scan for nearby Bluetooth devices. Now your iOS device is prepped. Let's put that down. Boom. And now we're going to do the same thing on Android. Okay, so on your Android device, we're using the Google Pixel 6a here today. We just want to wake it up, unlock it. Now on your home screen, you swipe down twice to bring up your quick toggles. Then you press and hold on the Bluetooth quick toggle once. Give it a couple seconds. Let it turn on. Then you press and hold on it to go into the Bluetooth subsettings menu, right? Then you're going to tap on this option right here that says pair a new device, okay? And this will make it so your Android device is in pairing mode and scanning for nearby Bluetooth devices, all right? So now your Android device is prepped. Let's rest that down. And your iOS device is prepped. Let's rest that back down. Now, grab your headphones, and we want to put the headphones into pairing mode, right? To do this, you want to press and hold on the power button right here, and you just want to press and hold on it, and you want to wait till you hear powered on, and then you can let it go and wait for a couple seconds, and you'll hear pairing mode. All right. Or you can press and hold on it until you hear powered on pairing mode. Either way you want to do this. Now, I'm not good with listening from the audible prompts with it far away. So I'm going to put this on my head and we're going to do it. So here we go. Put it on my head. Press and hold. Power on, she just told me. Okay. And pairing, she just told me. Now, once you get that prompt, right, you will also see, it's right here. Let me show you. You will also see a red and blue flashing LED in the right ear cup, okay? So when you put it on, it's going to be hard to see because you're going to be holding it like this, but you do get that red and blue flashing LED. This indicates that the headphones are in pairing mode, okay? So let me rest this down. Rest this right here. Now, back on our devices, you're going to see the model number and the manufacturer name come up. So on your iOS device, you're going to see this right here. So FIO MOTUS FM20, and then you tap on it, and that will initiate the pairing process. And she'll let you know, it's a nice female voice in there. She'll let you know device connected, and you can see it connected right up on our iOS device, and now it's ready to go. Okay? Now, in order to do the same thing on our Android device, we got to turn off our iOS device real quick. So turn off the Bluetooth. Okay? And it will go back into pairing mode. You saw that? And then we just redo the same steps on our Android device. So right here, you see it popped up again. And we just want to tap on the model number. Okay? And we want to confirm the pairing process. So tap pair. And it's connected. Right? And then if you want to connect up two devices, you just turn back on Bluetooth on the first connected device. So we turn on Bluetooth on the iOS device. Okay? It's going to turn on, and then it should connect right back up. Okay? And it should tell you connected. So you should get a double connected prompt. And sometimes if it doesn't, you could tap on it again, and it should connect right back up. Okay? And you can see there it says connected. So now it's connected on our iOS device, and it's also connected on our Android device. All right, and let me show y'all this. So on iOS, you can see your battery percentage for the headphones from your quick toggles area or action center area. So you can see we got that battery icon with the headphones right there. Oh, didn't mean to do that. So we got the battery icon with the headphones right there. And then if I lock my device and we wake it up, you can see it's telling me my phone battery is low. But if my phone battery wasn't low, you'll see the battery percentage for the headphones right there on the lock screen. Okay, but my phone battery is low, so it's not going to tell you. Okay, but that's how you would see the battery percentage on your iOS device. And then on your Android device, you can see the battery percentage from the Bluetooth subsettings menu with a nice little active indicator. So you can see the headphones is at 100% charge. But if we go home, you can also see it from the quick toggles area if you have just the headphones connected. Now, I have the headphones and my Galaxy Watch connected, so you can't see it there. But if it was just the headphones connected, you could see the battery percentage from the quick toggles area on your Android device. But that's how you can tell what battery percentage the headphones is at based on whatever device you may have. Okay? Okay, just wanted to highlight that real quick. And like I said, you can use the headphones across both of these devices simultaneously. All right, so let me show you real quick. Okay, so give me a second. Let me pull up YouTube Music on my iOS device. And we're going to turn it down because I don't want any copyright strikes here. So let me pull up YouTube Music. And we're going to turn the volume down. Okay, this way we don't have any copyright strikes. And let me do the same thing on Android. So I got my YouTube Music pulled up. Let's do the same thing over here. Okay, unlock it. Pull up YouTube Music over here. Okay, and we're going to turn it down. Again, this way we don't get any copyright strikes. And now you can see YouTube Music on Android, YouTube Music on iOS, right? And I'm basically just going to play music on either one. So let's start on iOS, okay? So it's playing, and I thought I turned it down, but it turned it back up a little bit. Let's turn it back down. So you can see it playing right there. It's playing. And then I can do the same thing on Android. So we could start another one here. Let's play this. And let's push play. And you can see it's playing over here now, right? And basically, if I want to get it to switch, I just have to pause the music on whichever device I want to play, to stop playing music. So if I wanted to switch to Android, we stop it on iOS. Now it's playing from the Android device. If I wanted to switch back to Android, we play on iOS and we stop on Android. And now it's playing on the iOS device. So you can see it simultaneously switches between the two. And all you have to do is pause the music where you don't want it to play. Now, if you get a phone call, it will pause automatically on the device that you're getting the phone call. So if I was listening to music on my Android device and I got a phone call on my iOS device, it will pause the music on my Android device, let me get my phone call on the iOS device, and then restart the music on the Android device when I'm finished, and vice versa. So if I get a call on the iOS device and I'm listening to music on the Android device, it will pause the music there, push this through here, and then restart the music when I'm done. So you truly can use this one pair of headphones across multiple devices simultaneously. Just two, no more than two, okay? So I just wanted to demonstrate that real quick. Let's pause this here. And we can turn off the Bluetooth on both of these. We don't need the Bluetooth on anymore. So we can flip this down. That's one. And then we can turn off Bluetooth over here. Okay, flip this down. That's two. And when you turn off Bluetooth, it automatically goes back into pairing mode. You can see it right there. All right. But I do want to point out one issue that I found. And I noticed that this issue only happens when you're dual connected to more than one device. Right? So, and this happened pretty much every time. So let's say I had both my devices connected and I'm using them. All of a sudden, it will just say disconnect, and then it won't let me reconnect. All right. And then at that point, I had to go out and factory reset the headphones in order to get it to reconnect to my device. So FIO MOTUS, I don't know if y'all need to release a software update to fix a bug, but that happened to me every time I was using more than one device with these headphones, right? So, and the headphones wouldn't be dead. The headphones will still have like 80% juice, 100% juice. After about 4 to 6 hours of using it simultaneously across two devices, it would just disconnect and it won't let me reconnect. And I had to force a factory reset because it would be powered on and I could turn off and turn on active noise cancellation and stuff like that, but I couldn't get it to reconnect. So let me go ahead and show y'all how to force reset the headphones, right? So let's say the headphones get stuck in that powered on state, but they won't connect. All you have to do, and you'll see that blue light, all you have to do to force a factory reset is press and hold the volume up and down buttons simultaneously. And you'll see it will force a reset. It will flash there and then force a reset and go back into pairing mode. Now, because I did that when it was already in pairing mode, it happened a lot faster than it usually would, right? But if it does that to you guys, it's going to take about 5 to 10 seconds and you'll see that light flash red and then it will force itself back into pairing mode, and that will mean that you have just factory reset the headphones. So let me show you one more time. So you press and hold the volume up and volume down buttons at the same time. It's going to flash red for a couple seconds and then go right back into pairing mode. So let me show you 1, 2. Okay. And you just want to hold it. You see it flash and it resets and it goes right back into pairing mode. Just like that. I hope I got that on camera real nice for y'all. Okay. But that goes over not only how you would pair up the headphones to one device, but also how you would pair up the headphones to multiple devices. And that also goes over how to factory reset the headphones if you run into that issue that I ran into where it kicks you out and it won't connect back even though the headphones are not dead. All right? So I just wanted to walk y'all through that in the pairing process section of the full review, just so y'all know how to do that. So now y'all know how to connect up the headphones and y'all know how to factory reset the headphones. All right? Now, in this next section of the video, I've already pre-recorded me walking you guys and gals through the companion application and the Bluetooth earbud button controls. So I'm going to cut that section in here. I hope you guys and gals enjoy that section. I hope y'all find it helpful. And then after that section, I'm going to come back to finish out the full review. All right? So I'll see you guys on the other side. All right, everyone. Now, in this portion of the full review video, I just want to take everyone through the overall Bluetooth earbud button controls and the companion application for the FIO MOTUS FM20 truly wireless Bluetooth headphones. Okay? Now, the companion application itself is available on the Android App Store and the iOS Store. Okay, so this application is available for Android and iOS. I will have the application link available down below in the video description of this video for everyone's convenience. But let's go ahead and dive into this next section of the full review. So first things first, let's walk through the companion application. So we're using my Google Pixel 6a here today, and you want to see I've already downloaded the application, the FIO MOTUS application. Now, when you first get the application, you want to pair up your headphones first before you launch the application. Okay? Then you launch the application and it will go through the initial setup, and then you'll come to this screen right here. Okay? After that, it will walk you through how to add your device. So you can see it says add a device. I've already added my device. It will walk you through how to add your device. And then you'll see this screen right here. When everything is fully set up, it will say my devices, and you can see I have my headphones connected. The FIO MOTUS FM20. Okay? Then when you tap on it, then you'll be greeted with more additional settings in the subsettings. So here you can see we got a nice picture of the headphones. Okay, we got a battery percentage indicator for the headphones, and then you can see we can toggle between the ANC on and off and the transparency mode. You can also toggle between the ANC on and off by pressing the ANC button on the left ear cup. Okay, that will let you cycle through between ANC off and on and transparency mode, and then if you double press it, that will let you cycle between a gaming mode or a spatial audio mode. Okay, so that's that in terms of the buttons. Okay, let's continue walking through the application here. So you can see, as I said earlier, they do have 3D spatial audio as well as a dedicated gaming mode. Now they call this a gaming mode as well as a theater mode, okay? And then you can see if we go further down, we have a safe hearing mode. If you turn on safe hearing, it will limit the volume to a certain amount so you don't potentially damage your ears. And then other than that, we have adaptive noise cancellation. And this is the one feature that I could not get working in my time with the headphones, right? It tells you, and I'm going to walk through it with you guys, it tells you to get a good fit, get a perfect fit. So you can see I have my ideal fit. Then it tells you to turn on ANC. So let's turn on ANC, okay? And then it says to toggle the adaptive noise cancellation. So let's toggle this. Okay, and it says please adjust to your perfect fit and turn on ANC. We've done that. Okay, now it's supposed to load. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. And there, it failed. I get this message every time. Every time. So I don't know if FIO MOTUS need to release a software update. I don't know, but that adaptive noise cancellation, it has not worked since I got the headphones. That one doesn't work. Okay, and that's what happens every time I try it. Below that, we have our equalizer settings. So if we tap in here, you can see all our preset EQs, right? And then we can also make a custom EQ. And so you can see my custom EQ, I just boosted everything. To me, that's how you get the best overall experience with your earbuds or headphones. If you have a custom EQ setting, you just boost everything. Now, ideally, that's not how you're supposed to do it, but that's how I do it. Okay? And you can name your custom EQ a custom name. You can reset it by hitting the reset switch on the side there, and there you have it. So not only do you have your presets, but you also have a custom EQ that you can make. Okay? So that's your EQ settings. And then if we go down below that, we got our key settings. And here is where you can control what your left key does. So you have single click functionality and you have double click functionality, right? And you can see I have mine set up to where a double click will launch you into the spatial audio. And then if I double click again, it will take you out of the spatial audio. Other than that, you can turn it off so a double click doesn't do anything, and then you can readjust what the single click does. Okay? Okay. So that's how you control your key functionality. Honestly, I wish there was more custom key functionality, but that's what they give you by default, and you can't change that. Okay? So those are your key settings. Let's get out of that. And then you can see if we go into the more settings, this is where we have additional options. So we got customer support contact. We could do that here. And there's the customer support number. If you're having any issues, we can scan for software updates. And you can see it says I'm on the latest software update. I do believe that bug that I pointed out to y'all may potentially be able to get fixed with a software update. But I haven't got any additional software updates. You can see I'm on the latest version. Okay. Then if we go down, this is where you get access to your user manual. So if you click on it, it will show you the headphones. And then you click on it again, it will bring you into the user manual. And this user manual goes through everything. So where the buttons are located, how to turn on the headphones, how to connect up the headphones, and then you have all of your button controls right here. And because of how neat and nicely this is laid out, I don't feel the need to physically demonstrate it in the video because it's very clean and nicely and neatly laid out, so you can't really get that wrong. Okay? And then if you scroll down, it talks about charging. Okay? And then it also talks about how the 3.5 millimeter aux jack overrides the Bluetooth connectivity, and how the 3.5 millimeter aux jack can be used even if the battery on the headphones is dead or the headphones are powered off. Right? So that's really good. I like how they pointed that out in the user manual. And then down here, it just lets you know that they have their companion application available for the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. And then we got some safety and warning information down here at the bottom. And that's the user manual. Good stuff indeed. Okay? And then we can back out of that and then back out again. Back out one more time. And this, guys and gals, pretty much goes over the Bluetooth earbud button controls and the companion application for the FIO MOTUS FM20 truly wireless Bluetooth headphones. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump back into the rest of the full review. I hope you guys and gals found this section helpful, and I hope you guys and gals find the rest of the full review helpful, and I will see you guys on the other side. Alright everyone, I hope y'all enjoyed that real quick Bluetooth button controls walkthrough and companion application walkthrough, and now let's continue on with the rest of the full review. So up next now, I just want to give you guys and gals my opinions of the overall Bluetooth range and strength. Now, as I said earlier, in terms of the Bluetooth, these headphones have the latest and greatest Bluetooth in them with Bluetooth 5.3, but they have the older standard range of 10 meters or 33 feet. But the overall Bluetooth range and strength, in my opinion, based on my experience, has been top notch. I didn't get any disconnects as long as I was within that 10 meter or 33 foot range. And then again, even if I was somewhere where I would have some interference, it's nothing to really connect up the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Okay? And that does give you the better audio experience based on my testing and my experience. All right? But the overall Bluetooth range and strength on these headphones is top notch. Okay? Let's move on now. Up next, let's talk about the overall durability of these headphones. Now, y'all know me. Maybe you're new to the channel, but if you're a return viewer, you know I'm Mr. Super Clumsy. So it's only a matter of time before I drop these things. And I'm very happy to report, in terms of the durability with the headphones, the durability is top notch. Now, I've taken these headphones on multiple workouts. Okay. I've fallen asleep with the headphones on. Okay. I've taken it on multiple workout walks outside, and I didn't have any issues. Okay. So the overall durability on this is top notch. And I did drop these headphones about 3 times in my time with them. And just before anybody says anything, well, maybe you have that disconnect issue because you dropped it and you damaged it. No, I had that disconnect, not connecting issue from the beginning, right? Way before I ever dropped the headphones, I had that disconnect, not connecting issue. Okay, I feel like that might be a bug that they can probably fix with a software update, but that has no effect on the overall durability. Even with my 3 drops, y'all can see the headphones are pretty much in mint condition. Okay? Mint condition. And these dropped in my house, which is primarily wood floors. Okay? They dropped in the room here. And don't judge me. Yes, they dropped in the bathroom, which is tile floors. Okay? And then they dropped in the gym. And in the gym, they have like a matte texturized rubber floor. So I feel like when they dropped in the gym, they had a little bit more protection than when they dropped here in the house or in the bathroom. But y'all can see they still look and perform as if they are brand new. Okay? They're a little dirty. Gotta clean them off. But they still look and perform as if they're brand new. So no dings, no dents, no scratches. And oddly enough, when they fell, it kind of always felt like that. So the back of the ear cups always took the brunt of the impact, which was kind of weird. Like when they fell in the gym, that's what happened. They slipped off my head and they landed like that. And when they fell in the bathroom, they landed like that. And even when they fell in my room, they landed like that. So I don't know if it's because of the swivel, that once they fall, it kind of swivels out. But that's how they landed. And as I said, they still look and perform as if brand new. Okay? So the overall durability of these headphones, in my opinion, is top notch. Now, you still want to be careful. Okay? Because all it does take is one good drop and these headphones may potentially break. And there you just lost money on your investment. But if you just so happen to be clumsy, like myself, these are more apt to survive. Okay? So the overall durability of these headphones, again, is top notch in my opinion and based on my experience. Okay? Let's move on now. So up next now, let's talk about the overall battery life. And let's talk about the overall charge times of these headphones. Now, before I talk about my particular experiences and my particular results, we got to talk about the manufacturer's estimates first. All right? So the manufacturer estimated with ANC off, you're going to get 130 hours of continuous usage. Now, for reference, I believe 130 hours is like just over 5.5 days or something like that. Or just over 5 days. Okay? That's with ANC off, you're going to get 130 hours. With ANC on, you're going to get 75 hours. All right. So with ANC off, you're going to get just about 5 days or just over 5 days. And then with ANC on, you're going to get just over 3 days. Right? Now, I don't know the volume that the manufacturer tested the headphones at, so I don't know how they came up with those numbers, but those are the manufacturer's estimates. Now, the manufacturer did not quote any charge stats, so I had to play that one by ear, and I had to eyeball that bad boy right there. But in terms of the battery life, those are the manufacturer's estimates. I'll put them up in the video and post so y'all can see it on the screen. So 130 hours with ANC off, 75 hours with ANC on. Okay? Now, with my particular testing, which was done primarily with ANC off, okay, I didn't really use a lot of ANC when I wasn't testing it. Okay? So my testing was done primarily with ANC off. And it was done with the headphones set to 35% volume or 50% volume. I only really maxed out the headphones when I was doing the fit and sound demo or when I was testing the ANC in the different modes. Okay? But for my base testing, I tested them at 35% volume and 50% volume respectively. Okay? And honestly, I can recommend either. I had an enjoyable experience at either volume. But when we talk about my particular results, I was easily getting between 5 and just over 6 days on a single charge. And it really didn't matter what volume I kept the headphones at. Now, keep in mind, at the beginning of the video, I told y'all I've had these headphones for almost 3 weeks. Just about 2.5 weeks. And I've only charged them 3 times. So my charging stats are a little bit skewed because I usually like to do at least 4 and then get an average. But 2.5 weeks, 3 charges, I was like, no, it's time to get this video done. Okay? So the battery life, in my opinion, and based on my experience with these headphones, is top notch. Phenomenal battery life. Okay? Now, when we talk about charging the headphones, and keep in mind my results are a little bit skewed because I didn't get my typical 4 to 5 charges so I can get my average. 3 times. That was it. And I don't really count the first initial charge, so if you want to get technical, it was like 4 times. But I don't count that initial charge, okay? So I only really charged it 3 full times, okay? In about 2.5 weeks of usage, all right? So based on that, with my average there, these headphones take about just over 2 hours to reach a full charge, right? Now, if they're completely dead, right, it's going to take you about 2.5 hours. If you catch it at the low battery, please charge warning, they give you a nice audible warning, okay? If you catch it there and charge them up, that comes on at about 20% remaining. If you catch it there and charge them up, it's going to charge in about 2 hours. But even after that low battery warning, you're still going to get a good 6 hours of usage before they actually die. Okay? So the battery life on these is phenomenal. And the charge times, if you think about it in respect to the overall battery life, that is some really good charge times as well. Okay? So that leads me to say that the overall battery life and charge times of these headphones is really good. Okay? Okay. Now let's move on to the next part of the video. So up next now, I'm just going to summarize the positives and the negatives of these headphones, right? So if you watch no other part of this full review video, as long as you watch the positives and negatives category, you should get a good overall general idea of how I feel about the headphones. Okay? But let's get into this. And as I always do, I am not perfect and I never claim to be, and I'll put a full list of the positives and the negatives up in the video in post, so you can pause the video and read whatever list you would like to know more about. And if you pick up these headphones and you experience a positive and or a negative that I did not mention or experience, please leave that feedback down below in the comments. Only through providing your feedback can you get overall improvements and better products. Okay? So keep that in mind. Let's dive into this positives and negatives category now. All right? So talking about the positives first, the overall build quality and design is really good. The overall core feature set is top notch. The overall sound quality, volume, and bass on these headphones is really good. The overall microphone performance, or i.e. mic quality, is top notch. The overall Bluetooth range and strength is top notch. The overall durability is top notch. The overall battery life and charge times for the headphones are really good. And these headphones are available at a really good price. The price is something we're going to talk about in a little bit here. Okay, so that summarizes all of the positives, right? And honestly, talking about the negatives next, the only real negative that I experienced, if we're being honest, is the fact that it kept disconnecting randomly when I was using two devices at one time, and that forced me to always do a factory reset. Okay, so that honestly was the only negative that I experienced with the headphones. Random disconnects where it would force you to do a factory reset to get the headphones working again. Okay, now that's kind of a major negative, but if you only have one device, okay, so if you're not like me and you only have one device or one computer or one laptop and you're not constantly doing things between the two, you may not run into that issue. And then, as I said, it might be a software bug-related issue. FIO MOTUS might release a software update to fix it. I'm not sure. It kept happening to me. It is a big negative, so I put it in the negatives category. Okay? Okay. So that summarizes the positives and that summarizes the negatives. Now, let's get into the last part of today's full review video. Let's talk pricing. Let's talk overall availability. Let me get into my overall final thoughts and make overall recommendations. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I have to say this. This particular pair of headphones came in free of charge to the channel, thanks in large part to the Amazon Vine program. So, upfront cost, I paid absolutely nothing for these headphones, right? All that I have to do, being a member of the Amazon Vine program, is use the headphones and then write up a full review and submit it to be published on Amazon site, just talking about my overall experiences and how I feel about the headphones in general. And then the headphones is mine to keep. Okay? Okay. So I always disclose that when I get things in. I disclose how I got them in, and I always disclose what particular things I'm a part of. That's how I keep it straight 100 around here. So these headphones came in free of charge to the channel, and if you follow me on Amazon, you would have seen that the full review for these has been up for a while now. Okay? Okay. But that being said, I still did do my due diligence, and I scoured the internet, and I found these headphones available from $60 to $40, right? And as of the recording of this video, let me get on Amazon real quick. Let me go to my orders. Let me go to the live listing. Okay, there we go. FIO MOTUS FM20. As of the recording of this video, which is, let me get the date. It is January 9th, 2024. These headphones are available for $39.99 on Amazon. So $40 if you just want to make it easy. Okay? Initially, they started out at $59.99, but that price as of the recording of this video is down to $39.99, so $40. Okay? And at that price, honestly, that's a great deal. even at $60 for everything that these headphones offer, at the original retail price of $60, that would have been a great deal. Okay? But at $40 or $39.99, that's an even greater deal, if not a phenomenal deal. Because you're getting a solid pair of headphones with a bunch of features at a really great price. Okay? So, if you didn't notice it, can I recommend that you guys and gals go out there and pick up these headphones? Well, if you're in the market for a pair of fully featured headphones and you're not trying to break the bank, you really can't go wrong with these. Okay? Just as long as you be mindful of that major issue that I pointed out. But as I said, if you're not using multiple devices, you may not run into that issue, and it might be able to get fixed with a software update. But other than that, can I recommend you guys and gals pick up these headphones if you're in the market for new headphones? I would have to say yes. Yes, indeed. Okay? And that being said, do I plan on keeping these headphones? Or do I plan on giving them away? Well, I'm probably going to hold on to these. These make really good editing headphones, okay? So I've edited a large majority of my videos since I got these with these headphones, and these make really good editing headphones. So I'm definitely going to hold on to these, okay? But can I recommend that you guys and gals pick them up? I would have to say yes. Yes, indeed. Alright, guys and gals, that does it for today's video. That does it for today's full review. Let me do some housekeeping and then let me get up out of here because I got a lot of editing to do to get this video out. But today's video was recorded using the rear and front-facing cameras on the Google Pixel 6a and the rear and front-facing cameras on the Samsung Galaxy S10e in 1080p with no external microphone hooked up. And I am using my professional studio lights here today in today's video. Okay? So please let me know what you think of the overall video quality. Please let me know what you think of the overall audio quality down below. As always, all of your feedback is greatly appreciated. Just remember to keep it respectful, please. That being said, if this video piqued your interest and you guys and gals would like to know where you can pick up these headphones at some really great prices, all of the affiliated buy links for these headphones will be available down below in the video description. Okay? And as the name implies, if you make your purchase using those affiliated buy links, I do get a small percentage of commission that I do put back into the channel, but that's at no additional cost to you guys and gals. So those affiliated buy links, in my opinion, are like a win-win for everyone. That being said, if you would like to see any more of my extended coverage on these headphones, all of that will be linked up down below in the video description as well. So the video description will be like a one-stop shop for you guys and gals, and you should be good to go. Okay? I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I hope everyone found it helpful. I hope everyone is having a great day. Hope you guys and gals are staying safe out there, and I will catch everyone on the next one. Have a good one, everybody. We are out of here. Peace. Okay.